Hello and welcome back to Watkins Glen. We are here this time in the truck series. We're doing some C fixed for this one road course, so I usually do the fixed series for these since they feel long enough already than needing to do the open longer distances. So we are going to be rolling off here as the 2 truck right after we do some qualifying. I originally was not going to upload this one, just like I did a B fixed race, and didn't feel the need to upload that one because I had already done Watkins Glen with the Xfinity car in the league race. But I figure, well, the trucks are different enough. Maybe I'll go ahead and record this one, and I'll upload it if we got ourselves a fun, exciting battle. Or just otherwise, it was a pretty good race overall. Don't want to flood the subscription feeds or anything with a bunch of videos. Try to keep the quality over quantity mindset. I'm going to try to not use up the tires too much on this outlap, though I do want to stay in rhythm a little bit. Watkins Glen is always a ton of fun to drive in just about any car. That is no different here for the trucks. I actually really enjoy driving the trucks at road courses in general. I'm not sure what it is about it, but always a pretty fun time slinging these things around. Going to be crucial to get through the S's pretty well here. Probably my favorite part of the course. Love trying to get through the S's quick. It's really unstable, but it's really fun when you get it done right. Bus stop is probably the scariest part. Alright, got through there well enough. You definitely can head through the carousel with a lot more grip than you felt like you could in the Xfinity. I guess that's a downforce thing, I guess. I don't know much about these sort of things, but fortunately I did not shift quick enough, and that killed my momentum through there a little bit. But I think we should be able to put in a solid lap here. Get a good run out of the final corner. And I think that'll be solid enough for me to feel okay. Though I'm usually much slower than everybody else in top split, is what I typically find to be the case on these road courses. My B fixed race I did not upload did not go well. It was the first lap, and there was a huge checkup into the bus stop, and I slammed on the brakes and dove to the right to avoid getting into the back of the guy in front of me. And I, of course, somehow got the worst out of the whole thing. Oh no! Loose into the bus stop. And out of the bus stop. Alright, hold it together. This lap is now a wash, but I'm okay with my first lap, so that's fine. Don't need to give myself any unnecessary incidents here. But feels like compared to the Xfinity car, you can dive into the corners just a little bit further. Seems like you can get on the throttle a little bit harder. And we'll see how the racing looks. I would just like to keep it on track, and I think I'll be okay. See if we can't find our spot out here, racing somebody around our pace. And hopefully get a good finish. So right now we got those second laps coming in. A couple of guys beating my first lap time. 12.7 on the pole. Number 5 truck absolutely killing it. About 5/10 faster than P2 right now. But after the leader, oh, there's a closer time. But after those guys starts getting pretty close, we're only 2/10 behind the guy in third, so we might have a couple of guys driving away SVG style on us, but we might have some guys to race. I mean, we'll have somebody to race, because we got people all around us. So, hopefully will be a fun one. Hopefully everybody will be able to keep it clean. Longer qualifying times here on a road course. So we're just going to stay out here and practice a little bit more. Of course, it being a fixed race, no worries about anything like fuel. I don't even think you have to worry about fuel in the open race. Though I could be wrong on that. The real-life truck race was a bit of a mess. So maybe my hopes shouldn't be too high for the non-professionals to keep it clean in the trucks. But you never really know. Doesn't always translate the type of racing you get real life to iRacing. Recording this here on Sunday evening. Probably gonna have this uploaded tomorrow. It's always a bit deflating to feel like you're making a lot of progress, getting faster on the road courses. And then you put in your Q lap, and you're like, well, there's guys about a second and a half faster than me. Thankfully, they're not quite that far, but almost a full second. But you never know what can happen. You know, the first top 3 guys could wreck each other out in the first corner. I've seen it happen before. It could happen again. Just gotta try not to be one of them. I haven't been experiencing quite as much wheel hop either, although I'm afraid to really push the envelope too much, because then I'm going to end up finding the wheel hop, and I really don't want to find it. I'm going to go ahead and let that stay lost. But I ended up putting my brake bias the same as I had it in the Xfinity car, which is the one I have practiced all week for the league race and such. So I'm at 64% brake bias. It's feeling plenty stable on braking, so I probably could go lower on that, but I really don't feel like I need to. Feels plenty good the way it is. And about 30 seconds left. Looks like we might be able to hold on to this P6, which is a perfectly good starting spot for me. According to Race Lab, if we finish 6th or higher or so, we should be able to at least break even on our road I rating, but I'm not too concerned about that. We've got a road I rating of 3.3K, which makes us the number 2 truck in here, but obviously that's not all from driving a truck on a road course. Oh hey, Zach's here. Didn't see his message until now. Wonder when he sent that. P6, where's he starting? There he is, P14. Very good luck to him as well. Pretty much everybody putting in a time. Except for the 19 that's not here. And the 20 who maybe had incidents. Can't tell anymore. Make sure we got all our settings right. I've been enjoying having the lower steering ratios for road courses. I felt like that has helped me out. And then, like I said, the 64% brake bias. Are we going to have to do a full lap, or can we do a partial lap? We have to do a full lap.
One to go.
Oh, well.
Next time by. Line up on the left
got
side.
The partly
Close.
cloudy skies, maybe providing a little bit more grip.
Estimated SOF is 1,000.
Here's your strength of field, not too high. That's often the case whenever the oval series go to a road course and vice versa. A lot of the guys here not in their usual element. Two sets of tires, but we won't be using any of that because we will not have full course cautions. Only local cautions here on iRacing and the official stuff for road courses. So we'll do our full pace lap. At least it's not the full course. We get to do the NASCAR layout, the Cup layout, I guess is what they call it. So it won't be as long as it could have been.
able to go to the race yesterday?
Still waiting
Today?
on 2 cars to grid. You have 2 additional sets of tyres during this race. Have a good race.
Hey, who we got around us? We got, what number is that up there? That's the leader. They've got the Go Bowling truck ready for Watkins Glen. They must have been excited to come here because they're really fast, and they got the paint scheme to match.
Get ready. Follow car
So,
number 4.
they must really like Watkins Glen. I would too if I were that
Just want
fast
to let
here.
everybody know that Jesus Christ loves you guys. He got your sin 2,000 years of sinners and dead 3 days later. He loves you. He wants a relationship with you. Spread the gospel. Live a life for him. Accept him as the Lord and Savior. You'll be saved. God bless all of you guys. Proven.
Got Dave and Buster's truck on our inside. That's Tony Breidenger's new paint scheme. I've been seeing a lot of schemes that are based off of her stuff. Almost as much as the Jeff Gordon's. Not really. There's way more
It's
Jeff
Sunday,
Gordon's.
the Sabbath day, so I
But,
just bring that up.
interesting to see. I always like the blue and orange color combo. Pretty good colors together. Pops really well as complementary colors. It's feeling like it might be a first gear start. I want to test that out though. I think guys are maybe trying to get their trucks up to temp and doing some braking and starting and braking. Yeah, I think that's the first gear start maybe. I don't know, you get to that ship pretty quick though. Maybe we do want second gear. Especially if we're going to be a couple rows back. Maybe we do want second gear, but I don't really want to drop the anchor on the start either and end up 4 wide. That will probably happen anyway, but I want to make sure I get this right. I think we'll do first gear. I feel like that's, oddly enough, the safer option, because I don't feel like I'm going to spin the tires, really. At the very least, I know it should get us a decent start, so. 16 laps at Watkins Glen coming up and C-fixed here. Hopefully it's a good one and we don't die into turn 1. We'll find out. Watching that 6 on the, or not the 6, but the Go Bowling on the inside up there. We ended up kind of rolling a little bit faster there. Ended up being more of a second gear start.
Car right.
Easy, easy, easy.
Clear.
And no one's to our right. We get the off track there, but I felt like I was gonna be okay with taking that. Just to be safe, give room. It's too bad they can't do different rule sets for different series, because obviously you would be fine doing that in NASCAR. They're too wide through the S's, or the chicane rather, in turn 1, or lap 1. I can't speak, I need to focus on driving.
Car right. Keep to the left. Still there.
They're not really giving me any room. Gotta go through the grass.
Car on your left.
Not sure where he's going.
Still there. Clear on the left.
Idiot.
Car on your left. Keep to the right. Clear.
Alright. He tried his best to wreck us. We survive it. Hopefully we can settle in now. We got some space. We drive away from this 11 Torpedo.
The next car is car number 1 and their rating is 4.0. Let's see how wide you can make this thing. Watch your mirrors here. Driving behind's reputation is not great.
Alright, now we can get to the bottom where we want to be. That truck out on the outside there, pretty wobbly. That's the number 1. Oh, we got an accident.
Car on the left. Go right.
Thankfully able to avoid it. Not sure what happened there. If there was contact, I couldn't really tell from where I was, but that will be a spot for us.
Are you serious, homie? Really?
Your lap time was 1:13.78.
Trying to be kind of nice to the rear tires and not go too crazy.
Hey, come on, dude. You had a mic before the race and got nothing to say after for just dumping me?
I really don't like that the 11 is still back there, though. I'm afraid he's gonna miss a braking marker and come kill us at some point. The one's really having some issues getting that truck not to get sideways on him. I had a little bit of issue right there, in fact. Gotta imagine all that sliding's gonna only hurt the one by the end of this thing. But I feel like we're doing pretty good. I think we are P6 right now, I think.
That's your fastest lap today.
They're driving in way too hard behind us. About nearly killed us once again. Thankfully he's able to slow it down enough to not hit us, but not enough for him to have a terrible corner. We might be able to catch this one before the end of this thing, just because he seems like he's really having trouble keeping it stable. Got about a second and a half now back behind us. So don't have to think about that for a little bit, I hope. I like that these guys ahead don't seem to be driving away from us. Maybe they are. Kind of hard to tell. They're about a second at the line, so I guess we can compare next lap. Ooh, easy now. Oh, that was a terrible turn one. Well, I'm not going to be catching them if I keep doing that. That's for sure. Looks like 4th and 3rd up there contesting that position. That could bring them back to us.
Now 1.5.
Oh yeah, there's some sort of trouble that happened. Suddenly they are right in front of us. It's certainly been more exciting than the Cup race was so far.
Okay, Colton, the next car is car number 4, B license.
Just can't really pass much in that next gen. So now it's the 4 directly in front of us instead of the 1. We'll see what he's looking like. I think he only fell back because he was side by side at a tough point with the guy a couple spots ahead, heading to that bus stop. Ooh, easy, easy, easy. Getting slidey through the S's. I really don't feel like anytime I go wide like that through that corner, it ever works out for me. I feel like I lose time anytime I try that. I feel like I'm just not doing it right. Still got space behind us. I don't know if we're fast enough to catch this guy ahead, though. I think he was probably just faster.
That was 114.21.
There's different parts of the course I feel like I can compete pretty well, but other parts where I think he's got the edge on us. It is nice to have a little bit of draft here. Ooh, easy. Don't spin yourself. Tried to really push it through there. Try to keep up with them since last lap I didn't keep up too well. Still increasing the gap behind us, so I don't think I have to worry about that anymore this race. Felt like I had the angle pretty good there, but I might have been a little bit too early on turn in. I think we're pretty much equal with this guy, although he does have a moment through the S's there. And a moment through the bus stop, though a lesser moment. Got him pushing through the carousel. That might be enough to allow us to get closer.
Pressure on, was a mistake.
Make him think a little bit. Later turn in here. Put the pressure on him. Make him burn up those rear tires even more.
Alright, Colton, halfway home. Fuel's good.
We got ourselves a race. Not gonna make a move through the bus stop. That's suicide. Wait to catch him at a better spot. Ugh. I just cannot get it to grip up out of the carousel. I need to not have my wheel turned as much or something. I'm doing everything I can trying to keep up with this guy, but he's at the very least equal with us, if not faster, I feel like. Gained a lot of time back since when I was right behind him a second ago, lap or two ago. See, like I try to do that, and he still gets a better exit than us. I'm just not very good at maximizing the speed through that corner, I guess. We got a big gap behind us now. I think the 11 must have had an issue at some point.
Your last lap time was at 1:14.01. Stay close.
If we end up P6, I'm not feeling too bad about that at all. There's a lot of really fast guys on this service, and I think some of them are in this race, so. Pretty good bus stop there, though. We are about 0.6 behind him right now at the line.
You got 5 laps to go.
5 laps to go. Of course, guys in front of us too good to be making any mistakes, letting me catch them either. Seems like the start of the races are when you get your mistakes, and then you just have to be really lucky to get any freebies beyond that point. Once everybody gets more spread out. I'm usually somebody else's freebie, it feels like. I almost was one right there. Almost slid right into that wall. I'm just really bad through the carousel, man. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. He gains so much through there. Oh, he goes pretty wide. Messed up his final corner's angle a little bit as well. I don't think that's going to be enough for us to make any huge gains, though.
Number 4 ahead is now 0.9. You're 2 tenths down in sectors 1 and 3. Sector 2 is 0.33. Off the pace. Okay, Colton, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
I need him to start sliding more. He was sliding a little bit more earlier in the race, I feel like, but not really seeing as much of it anymore. That wasn't too bad. Okay, maybe I'm figuring out that carousel a little bit. Certainly not letting him relax. We've at least been able to keep in his rear view mirror, increase our chances that he makes a mistake from pressure. One that looks like that, maybe? Not quite. I didn't have a great turn one either. Just lifted a little bit to try to avoid getting an off track. Ooh, I got too much of the curb right there. Able to keep some of that momentum. Taking a little bit different of approach. I'm kind of driving in harder to the carousel and then using a little bit more brake before really exiting out. I don't know if it's better or not. Feels better though. Feels like it's looking better.
2 left to go. 2 to go.
He's 0.6 ahead. It feels like we'll gain a little bit, lose a little bit, and it always just equals out pretty much.
2 laps remaining. Sector 2 is 0.40 off the pace.
And it feels like even though he gets sideways through the S's sometimes, it doesn't really slow him down. He's just driving it hard. Ooh, he has a little bit of mistake there in the bus stop. Alright, that felt like a pretty good carousel. We've gained a little bit, gained a couple tenths.
White flag. 1 more left to go.
Alright, we gained a couple tenths there, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
White flag, last lap. That lap was a 1:14.28.
Really push it through the S's. That's about as hard as I've pushed it the whole race through there. Tried to shift earlier, see what that would do for us. And it didn't do much. I gave it my best. Not quite. We ended up about 3 tenths behind him. Whew! That was fun though. It was fun trying to chase him down.
There we go, it's over.
Good race, good win.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
Good race, guys.
Nice run.
That was
Solid
fun.
work.
I really enjoyed that. What was our final incident total? 2x. Great job of the 4. Not giving in to the pressure. Whatever little pressure I was maybe giving him, at least. And I said 6th or better was going to at least break us even on our road I rating. And that's where we finished. P6. And that's right where we started as well. So I'm definitely okay with that. Here are our tires. Used the rear tires a decent bit, but it didn't feel like it was too bad at all. Probably could have been pushing harder, to be honest. Probably was losing some speed on exit a lot of the time, but that's okay. I don't want to be spinning myself out or anything. Definitely lost some time at the start dealing with that 11 as well. They were 3 wide into turn 1. That's not too surprising. Some more stuff on lap 1. The 13 gets loose.
It's all good, Brandon.
Ends up
Other
going
homie that
around.
dumped me didn't say anything. It's all good, bro. Don't
Oh,
worry
here's
about
where that guy tries to kill me.
it. At least you got the kahunas to say sorry, bro.
No idea where he's going. About killed me on entry, and then he goes and pretty much kills me on exit. Had to really fight the wheel to make sure he didn't spin me around. I don't know what that was. I don't know. I hit my normal braking spot, actually a little bit later than normal. I don't know if he just missed his brake marker or what, but he didn't do me any favors on either end of that corner. Thank you, 15. I appreciate you.
That's the end of the session.
And then he goes and he's not sorry about it, because I think he goes and he tries it again later, doesn't he? I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering, or maybe it was before that. Oh no, that's a bad shift for Zach. I think that's what that was. Might be able to hear it. Ooh, yeah, I think he might have even gone into... Can't tell if that was first gear, but looked like some wheel hop maybe. Yeah, just it did not want to stay stable for him, so that stinks, but no damage. So he's able to keep... Oh, never mind. I was going to say he's able to keep going, but something else must have happened. That sucks. Oh, yeah. Turn 1. It almost looks like he's got some, like, brake bias back, or maybe he could try putting it forward a little bit more, because it looks really unstable under braking. Like, right there. That's what I was looking like when I was doing my practice for Xfinity, and at first I put my brake bias back. I was doing that into turn 1 the whole time. And I found out that I did not like having my brake bias anywhere below 64%. So the 11 probably getting a taste of his own medicine there, I imagine. He was probably pretty aggressive with this 15 earlier, and we just didn't see it. Oh no, unfortunately it was, it affects the 6 though. Looks like the 6 probably has to check up for these guys throwing punches, and I bet the 21 didn't even see that happening, because they're all kind of hidden behind each other here. So he's probably like, alright, we're exiting the corner as normal. Nope, never mind. Everyone's parking. So that stinks. Oh, here's what happened to Zach. And that's not his fault at all. Terrible luck. Another guy just having major issues. Does not get the corner quite right, and then trying to compensate for a slow corner, spins it up, gets loose, and finds Zach. Nothing you can do about that. No. 11 taking a unique line through that corner. Kind of looking like some of the cars in that Xfinity wreck this week. Vaults over the wall. I try to make sure that I'm in the thumbnail anytime I make a thumbnail. Otherwise, that would be a pretty fun thumbnail. Flying through the air, going over. Kind of set a rule for myself, though, to at least have my car or truck in the thumbnail somewhere. I don't think, unfortunately, we'll be able to use that, but very interesting visuals. Oh, no. The 13 bouncing off the walls. He pretty much hit every corner of that truck. Oh no, the 10 coming to the white flag. Only a little bit more to go. Nearly loses it, but that is the last of the incidents to see. So the number 5 truck gets it done with his Go Bowling truck. Very fitting. Well done. He's loving Watkins Glen week. And you know what? I am too. Watkins Glen is a great track. We got ourselves a P6 and a run I'm pretty happy with. About as good as I could hope for, I think. 6th fastest in practice and 6th fastest in the race overall. So here is your race results page. We'll gain 4 iRating and gain some safety rating too. So the 2X, enough to improve the road iRating, or road safety rating rather. Something I've been wanting to do for sure. We are over a second slower than the fastest guys. This 1-2 right here is blazing fast. The 8 able to give the 5 a little bit of a run for his money. Still a second back at the end, but you know, we may not be the fastest guy here, but able to put solid enough laps in and keep it from crashing or getting crashed by certain 11 numbered trucks, and get a P6. So that will do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. One more Watkins Glen race to end Watkins Glen week. It was a fun one. I enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.